Destiny's deepfake problem. TLDR, since I forgot the first post going to meme about it, Destiny sometimes just says almost the opposite of what he means for clarifying. We try to get so many, oh, we actually agree convos. The actual title should be Destiny's deepfake problem, that he has almost nothing, that has almost nothing to do with deepfakes, because very little of this discussion has to do with the specific technology. It never did. More concisely, you can just call it Destiny's problem. This is an incredibly hard post to make, because despite Destiny possibly having one digestible stance on deepfakes, he also just sometimes states off in a completely contradictory way to what his stance actually is. This is the source of the constant, oh, so you agree with me? Actually, you just think I should have said it in nicer debates. When in this case specifically, there has to be a violation of all tenets of communication to bridge some statements which with his supposed position. There's also an issue where Destiny is extremely selective in what he finds interesting. While it's normal to not want to tackle every angle of a subject, especially when so many people try to have the meta conversation when it's not needed, but in this case, Destiny is pretty much written off the discussion as a whole. Whatever, though, I'll set up sections to people. Okay, I can have whatever conversations I want if I want to. It's my stream. I can talk about whatever I want. So yeah, I don't want to talk about like off over your friend or whatever, because that's just not interesting. I just don't want to have that conversation. But you can talk about it on my sub if you want or whatever. I'm not really sure what Destiny's position is. I think the way he handled this is an interesting look at his flaws when tackling topics, because they show up in other dramas but don't really come to the forefront here all that much. I'll try to be quick about this one, lol. Wait, I am so fucking confused. People fucking hear someone is the deepfakes of you. Is this a guy thing? I just don't understand. I'm watching a VOD of Cutie crying like she had actual pics of her exploded asshole leaked or something. Bro, I'm laughing so hard right now. I don't get it. She's acting like she got what the fuck. My poop leaving me. It's kind of weird, yeah, but like, what the fuck? His first entry into the conversation is who fucking cares. The implication is that no one would. That's usually how you use this sentence. Now, despite the meaning carried by the statement being obvious, Destiny sort of has these outs where you can say something that means one thing to then reveal that the entire time it meant another. The entire time it meant another. Here are some outs. Who fucking cares is extreme hyperbole, meaning he knows exactly who cares. He just wants to know who exactly cares to this extent. You give credence to this by him afterwards and later saying, yeah, it's weird. And by the fact that on stream, he goes over the fact that everyone obviously cares. He just wants to know why, illustrated in the second out. Hold on, what is this writing? Who fucking cares is extreme hyperbole, meaning he knows exactly who cares. He just wants to know who exactly cares to this extent. You give credence to this by him afterwards and later saying, yeah, it's weird. And by the fact that on stream, he goes over the fact that mostly everyone obviously cares. He just wants to know why, illustrated in the second out. Here, all he's saying is, yeah, people obviously care, maybe even a lot, but it doesn't warrant this level of care specifically. I just don't clarify. Why the fuck do you care is what he means to say every time he says this, and the expletive there is for effect and not to say it's unreasonable to care. This out is it Destiny the entire way through is coming at this from an analytical angle, making little judgments about people's outlook. He genuinely wants to know what the root of problems will. Before I'll read all of this, I'm gonna start to read more subreddit stuff, mainly so I think I can weed certain types of thought or people out of my community. Something that I've kind of hinted at this a little bit last year, but something I'm gonna be doing going forward is I'm gonna start to get rid of all of this concern trolling is gonna be gone. It might make me unpopular with some communities or people that clip me on the internet, but the concern trolling of like Destiny, the very first thing that you typed in chat when you were watching a video, I think is incongruent with like the prepared and more thought out response you give later. I don't give a fuck. Leave my fucking shit. Watch my YouTube videos or just say I'm a hypocrite or leave. But like, I'm not going to be at all points in my life like, I'm analyzing this Cutie Cinderella video for the first time, and despite the fact that I think that her crying reaction might be a little bit over exaggerated, I don't think, or blah, 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 like, no, like, I watched a video, it was fucking funny. Okay, I'm sorry. I might be a sociopath, maybe, but it was fucking hilarious watching somebody come on and go, this is what pain feels like. And it's like, oh my God. Was she assaulted? Like, what happened? And then you find out that somebody had a fucking tab open where there was deepfake. That shit is funny to me. I'm sorry. And I think a lot of people find it funny, okay? That reaction is unfucking believable. And I'm tired of pretending that it wasn't, okay? It was an unbelievable reaction. And then Atrioc and his fucking wife crying in the background like, my husband. It was worse than the Dr. Disrespect shit. And people laughed at the Dr. Disrespect shit, okay? No, I promise, guys, I'm never gonna fucking, like, it was funny. Now, is it creepy or weird or whatever? Yeah, sure. But like, I think that like the explanation, like, oh my God, who cares? Like, it's like saying like I came home yesterday and I saw a guy like off like in the parking lot to me. And it's like, oh my God, like who cares? It's like a guy or it's fucking weird or whatever. But it's like, okay, yeah, like I guess it can be kind of weird if the guy's like stalking you outside at night. Do you think he's gonna like break into your house or blah, blah, blah. Sure. But I think we're okay. I think we need to take a step back from the like, because also this sucks too, and I guess you can argue that it's my fault, and maybe it is, but that's fine because I can keep carving away at the community until there's nothing left. Okay, I feel like in every single big drama that comes out, we never even talk about any of the actual issues. It's always like the optics of the issue, and it's so fucking boring. I hate it. I don't like it. The first video was funny. So was 8-Tracks. They weren't funny because they were like comical. It was funny because it was so unbelievably fucking awkward. I feel like I'm watching a Black Mirror episode where a guy's life is being destroyed and he's coming out crying with his wife in the background because he did a CGI'd pictures of a coworker. That's fucking weird and hilarious and fucked up and funny. It just is. I'm sorry. But yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Like, damn. Like, this is some shit, I guess. And then maybe the secondary argument is you can't treat your like website chat like it's a private chat. But like, I don't know. Like if you're gonna like clip off, like here's like the first like 7 sentences of a response that you have when you're first watching the video, and this wasn't like the measured, careful take that you gave later after a lot of thought about it. Like, well, yeah, of course they're never going to be, and you shouldn't expect them to be. Okay, they're not. I don't expect you to. And you know what? If you don't like that, then that's fine also. And if you think that that makes me a bad person or hypocrite, that's fine also. Either don't watch my shit or keep making alts. Keep making alts and shit on me in my subreddit, okay? And I'll keep banning you and you'll keep making them post. You'll get all those views, and we can have our perpetual struggle, the Batman versus the Joker, of you triggering the fuck out of me and me banning the fuck out of you, okay? Make sure that Forethought keeps his job. Now, the issue here, as you figured out, is these interpretations are alien and it makes no sense to assume them implicit. Destiny is clearly communicating something, which is the fact that this all barely matters when he means something else entirely. I watched the Deepfake section of his stream up until his talk with Brittany went to bed. When he was done, I don't know if he went back over his thoughts on it later on the stream or not, but what surprised me is that in the stream he had an even more anti-deepfake stance than I did, seemingly, the entire way through. I said I didn't care about making a deepfake for strictly personal use, but as soon as people found out you fucked up, Destiny got one step further and said that it's still bad privately. So what I thought was just a Destiny lavism, which in my opinion is a tool in his belt. The process I just described is basically a lavism, saying a contradictory stance and then tying it back to you really feel through a tenuous link. But then he just did the same thing after. I'm thinking about it a lot more, and to be honest, I'm starting more on the idea it's not a big fucking deal. It's my body. It's not even, because I'm still thinking about it. Yeah, I'm still thinking about it. I literally say I'm thinking about it a lot more. This is the most failed vibe check ever. I bet 1% of the reaction of the streamers had anything to do with deep fakes. 40% of it was just, I don't ever want anyone thinking about me sexually because of some crazy insecurities. And the other 50% has to do with body comparison. This is just the same thing from before. The implication is clear that he either doesn't think it really matters all that much, or that he pretty much attributes the reason people care to be some weakness of their character. Something I might, yeah, maybe, but I also might change my thoughts on this by tomorrow too. I don't know, we haven't had like a huge deep fake discussion before. My thoughts are probably going to change this quite a bit since yesterday through the next week, 2, 3, or maybe the next month or 2. I don't know. There might be a lot of different things that I think about in regards to this. Sure. So pay attention to chat tonight. Maybe I'll type in something else. Luckily for him, I gave him a 3rd out. Thank you, King. Thank you for giving me a 3rd out. You get an upvote just for that. I didn't deserve it, and you gave it to me. Thank God. Then don't come out swinging so hard, idiot. See ya. I will come out swinging hard. And if by swinging hard, you mean typing in my initial reaction in chat to a video I watch, I think I will do that. Get fucked, okay? I hope you get deep faked, okay? Who fucking cares just means who fucking cares that it's deepfake specifically and not something else. Him breaking it down to percentages supports this. The actual implication of what he says is that these things aren't justified, obviously. Reducing everything down to insecurity can get pretty boring and lame. I might touch on this too, but more importantly, if he's ever pressed on how he sort of minimizes the reason people feel ways to pretty much be, oh, it's because they're flawed, he can always just back up to my main point is about how deepfakes, which is correct the whole thing, is what sparked it. It doesn't actually matter that much to people. They're just, why? I don't understand why you would spend so much time. Like, I put up like hundreds of hours of video content a month. Why fixate on like, let's nail down the exact position based on like 12 messages? Why not just watch the video on it? Why not like go over the discussion on it? Why fixate so hard on trying to divine the meaning from like a few sentences in chat? It's like so weird. Why? Meta stock after hours. Can I even see after hours? Oh, holy shit! Boys! It's after hours though. The low volume. Oh no. It's happening. Nah, this is gonna come in at like, the market's gonna open at like 160, okay? But still, yeah, I know, Q4 earnings for today. Oh my God, it's gonna be like 160. Oh, I can't make bad calls. I can't make them. I'm the stock guru, okay? They call me Investiny, okay? God damn. Hop on the rockets, boys. We're going to the fucking moon. Didn't you buy it at 250? What? I brought in at like, I don't know how to find out what I bought in for. Vanguard changed the fucking layout of their shit ass fucking website. And I can't find my, it used to be, you'd go to personal investors, log in, and then I could click brokerage account, and then I could click Meta. That's the stock I bought. And then it would show me right here my past trades, but it doesn't show that anymore. I don't know why. Check the date, then price. It doesn't show it anymore. I don't know why. Look under average cost basis. Oh, maybe. Oh, cost basis summary. Oh, I bought in at 166. I think. Cost per share. 430 shares at 166. We're coming back big. We are going to be up here. We got 6 months to grow. When was that buy? In June? Oh my God. Oh my God. What price are you selling for? I just sell after a year for my long term. It's just like meme shit. I just do it for whenever the long term capital gains is. God. I knew I could trust the Zuck. I knew I could trust him, dude.